Put this TV down.
Hello, hello. I'm a couple minutes or I'll change my mind. So here I am. Hi, Miss Carla. How are you? So I've had one of those days when probably would have been better off to just stayed in bed because everything I started to do, I've done backwards, or I've done wrong, or got started and then forgot what I was doing. It's just been one of them days. So I was going to work on my planner, the one that Bricky and Darla made. I printed it out and I printed it out wrong. Did I get your mail? Did I get mail?
There's a red thing in your own side.
That's not the mail. Yeah, I got the mail, but where did I put the mail? The little poop brag book thingy from Miss Carla. I got it. I just don't know where I put it.
Huh? No.
It's been one of them days. Yeah, I got it, Carla. I just got to find where it is. I opened it. I thought I messaged you.
Is it over there?
I broke.
Is it over there on that stuff?
I'll find it. My husband's pointing at packages going, is it over there? Is it over there? I don't know where it is. So anyway, I was going to work on my journal or my planner. I'll just show you. So this is going to be my planner cover. Okay, it's going to be a wide. It's going to be kind of like how Elle does hers. It's more of a creative journal planner, everything wrapped in one, if that makes sense. So I started printing everything. And oops, that one printed by itself. Okay, so we have Valentine's Day. It's on December. We have November, and it has St. Patrick's Day. And August. Oh, August is by itself. September. I guess that one says spring. You know, spring now starts in September. Yeah, I'm losing it. October has the bunny. So yeah, Brookie says, how did you mess that up, Kat? Darla made it foolproof. Darla hadn't met me yet. I have July, and it says June on that side. Just listen to your printer. Yeah, my printer and I didn't talk to each other at all. I'm like, oh my goodness. So yeah, there's June. It's July's. Well, it's closer at least. Yeah, the Halloween bunny, I love it. And it sing-songy voice. One is more different than the other. Halloween on March. That'll be good. My daughter will like to be 23 in a couple months. April. It's not too horrible. So yeah, that was my mess up on that. So I'm still going to use all these. Hi, Tim. But I'm going to work on that when I don't have to concentrate and reprint what I need to reprint. And yeah. So we'll put that aside for a moment of whenever that might come. That may be. And we'll just work on this. This is going to be a baby book. It's going to be covered. I'm going to paint it and then cover it in pink and gray and white fabrics. And break out the candy. You guys want to see the spoon candy? I'll see if I can get my husband to hand me the pan. That's what I get for making my own creations. These are some of my covers of papers I've been working on. I made this before, and it's been about 3 years ago. And Brilliant Me did not write down the recipe. So I was trying to go from memory of how I made it before. So, yeah. It didn't set up. It's cream cheese.
Should have had your expert husband, fudge maker, help you.
No, I didn't need my expert husband, the fudge eater, to help me. See? Voila, spoon candy. It's very good. It's not very, not too sweet, and it's, yeah, very smooth and creamy. So that is the spoon candy. Hi, Sandra. How are you? So we're going to work on making more pages for this baby book. The baby's due in February. The baby shower, which this needs to be done for, is January 4th. I have never tried to make divinity fudge, because isn't that the one you have to stir until like your arm falls off? I'm not into that. I like my arms. I like to make, what's it called? I like to make peanut butter fudge, but every other turn doesn't set up quite right. So I don't know what I do. I'm not my mom, that's for sure. I don't think she ever had problems with the candy setting up. Your praline was pecan brittle. Oh, pecan brittle. Oh, that sounds good. The people at work want me to make my caramel apple cheesecake. And I told them, I said, after Christmas, I will put out a jar and y'all can put your change in it. And when I have enough money to make it, I will make it. The last one I made for them cost me $20 to make. And I'm like, yeah, I can't afford that all the time. Because they'd have me make it every week. They love it. It is very good. It is very good. They all want the recipe, but I'm like, it's one of those I didn't write down again. I need to get better at that. So someday my child can have all the family recipes that she loves. And my loaded baked potato soup. I did. I'm like, they're like, what? It cost you $20 to make that pan of cheesecake? And I'm like, yeah. Hi, Angie. So, yeah. I love to cook. I love it a little less than I used to since, you know, aches and pains and old age or getting older got involved in this scenario, but we'll go with it. So my book is, let's see. You make marshmallow fluff $1 million fudge. It comes out the same. I use the marshmallow fluff in mine, but still sometimes it comes out and sets up and you can slice it, and other times you just gotta eat it with a spoon. My book is 10 1/4 inches tall and 6 3/4 inches wide for the papers. That's folded 6 3/4. I don't know. They love my mom's recipe, so that's what I have to use to make my fudge. Now my husband makes the old-timey fudge, but he can stand in there in the kitchen with a cup of cold water and make the little softball stage thing and throw it in a pan, and it comes out perfect. And me, I have to have a thermometer or you're getting nothing. I just can't do it. I'd be better off if I could just time it a certain amount of minutes and it would be fine. But so I got this kit online. I don't know if you can see that. It's pretty bright. You cannot you cannot bear to be in the same room with fudge. If all the candy in the world, it's my husband's TV, hon. I have my headphones on. I was trying to let him watch his show this time. What am I trying to say? Totally lost it.
Fudge was the only thing I know.
Oh, if all the candy in the world was fudge, I would never have a worry about eating it because I detest regular fudge. I just can't stand it. It's too sweet. I'm the oddball in my family. It's just not something I enjoy. Let me get my little handy dander thingy my doodle out here. I love chocolate chip cookies. And I love brownies. I'm going to turn this backwards so I have this on the right with. And I like to make Oreo, Oreo balls that you dip in and chocolate. My mom used to laugh at me because the only time I would eat fudge is when it's hot and it's getting ready to boil, and I'll burn myself to eat it that way. But after that, when it cools, I'm done. I'm not a pumpkin person either. I'm not a peanut butter person. I think I could go my whole life without ever having a piece of peanut butter candy, and I'd be good. This is a bunch of papers that I bought from Miss Cheryl. Well, Miss Cheryl sent to me. I'll put it that way. But I would rather have a cake or cookie, pumpkin, everything. Do you like pumpkin spice coffee? Because I just don't understand that whole logic of pumpkin spice in your coffee. I don't understand the logic of peppermint in my coffee either. I know I'm odd. Surprise, surprise. Okay, so we're going to use these. I think these are, what are they called? Graphic 45 cutouts that she had. So I'm just going to use them to add some interest to this page because I think this kit I bought is kind of plain. But she's a traditionalist when it comes to wanting to have 1 month and to be able to write down the inside. She could put pictures. I'm not a traditionalist. I'm a junk journal. Ooh, I love coffee. Coffee is my kryptonite. Just plain black coffee or coffee with cream, no sugar. The lives are blurring together tonight. Ew. I had the pumpkin spice. We had pumpkin spice Rice Krispie treats this year, and we had pumpkin spice Cheerios, pumpkin spice, what was it? Pop-Tarts, and 3 different kinds of pumpkin spice coffee creamer. And I'm like, ugh, nah. Okay, so for this one, I will take another piece of paper and I will sew it down the side to make, because she wants her pages to be the same width. So that's a trial for me, but we'll get through it, right? Excuse the rattling.
You shaking your head again?
My husband just said, are you shaking your head again? I actually left my cart and vacated the store. Yeah, I probably would have too. Hi, Jessica. Okay, so I need this one to be at 6. Thank you, Tim, for being here. Thank you, Jessica. You're new here. Let's see if I see anybody else new. Man followed you out and said, don't blame it. Yeah, that's just nasty. The nastiest thing I ever seen is a man used to come into our store and they made fudge in the deli. Made it from scratch, and he would just pick it up off the shelf, take a big bite, and we took us a long time to figure out who exactly was doing it, and then he'd put the package back on the shelf. I was like, who raised you? And when we finally caught the man that was doing it, he was probably in his 50s, or late 50s, early 60s, so yeah, he knew better. Let's go this way. It was quite weird. I put out 12 months of these. I shrunk them down to 60% of the page. And I'm just going to use them, like I said, so she can have her traditional milestones in her book and other pages in there with it. Hi, Darla. Oops. The edge. I'm sorry, I'm off camera. Not that letting me ink up a page is exciting or anything. Let's do this one down here. It's I wanted to do the baby book, but I wanted to make sure you would enjoy it. So I would like to have done it in a little golden book, but I couldn't find one that had monkeys in it. That wasn't anything about Curious George. Ew. Oh my gosh. That's nasty. Open a jar of Miracle Whip and just start eating. Gross. All right, Brookie, here we go. Hold on a minute. It'll let me do it. All right, there you go. You're a moderator now. We'll have blue wrenches everywhere. Merry Christmas to me, my blue dress. Every time you ask for a blue dress, I think of this stupid old country song that says, I'm looking for a dress in red, just a size larger than I wore last year. I don't know why, but it comes to my mind. I'm crazy. What can I say? We don't want Brookie to be naked in Maine and freeze to death, so. 2, 3. What do we want to put on this one? You're welcome. You don't know that song? My mom and dad were country music lovers from way back. Lori Morgan, yes. Lori Morgan. Last day before break. That's what I was getting ready to ask, Brooke. Are you a teacher? I don't know what all's in this bag. It's been a while since I had it opened. Oh, isn't that cute? She wants monkeys. I gotta find monkeys to put in here. I don't think about monkeys with a little girl. 18 in Connecticut. I'm not sure how warm it is out or cold it is outside right now. It was down to 12 this morning here. My mom loved Lori Morgan too, Carla. My dad loved all country music. I watched and listened, or rather listened to country music until a couple of the current singers came out, and I just can't listen to it anymore. Flying monkeys, yeah, that'd probably be inappropriate. My daughter was going to work on me while she's on Christmas break, because she wants monkeys that are kind of like this. That's her invitation. Hold on a second. Let me get them. Where did I put them at? Are you ready for it, Carla? Or Carla, Darla. So we have April with the bunny. And the wrong size or side. Hi, Dana. I have Halloween on March. So yeah. I think of that in there. Refresh my brain, Cheryl, because I've already forgotten what I said. And then we have that. So that's how I messed it up. I'm still going to use them, but I'm going to go back and reprint so that when I put them into, because my journal or planner is going to open horizontally instead of being tall like this. So I shrunk the pages a little bit and then I messed them up. It's all good though. And just leave it to Kat because she can do it. If it can be messed up, Kat can do it.
Good fire starters.
My husband says good fire starter. The Halloween bunny. Oh, okay. I'll keep looking. I mean, I've got 12 months to add stuff too. I love the horizontal idea too. I think it'll be cool. And I think I can get the entire calendar on one page and have another page over here to write. Oh, yeah. It's called landscape. Thank you, Miss Carla. Horizontal. It's not your fault. I did it. I just didn't think when I printed on my computer, on my printer, I printed like pages 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. You know what I mean? And then I went back in, put those back in, but I forgot to reverse them back into the way they came out. So I printed everything backwards. It's okay though. Let's see. What else can I use? I am always game for doing something different. Let's use some yellow in there. I like this. You did the same thing. Angie, I actually got my scoreboard for a Christmas gift a couple years ago from my husband and daughter, so, or I probably wouldn't have one. Because it's like the last thing that I would have bought. I think they're handy for card makers mostly. Yes, I can make lots of pockets. And that's one of the things I plan on doing in that book is putting a pocket big enough that I can put my bills that are due each month in so I know where they're at. Because I have a bad habit of putting them up and thinking, oh, what did I do with that? A lot of them come on email, but oh, have fun packing. I'm so happy you're getting to move in your house before you thought. Yeah, something like that. I just I have all these ideas going through my head of how I want to do it. Hi, Kim. I'm sorry I didn't see you come in. But I think it'll be pretty cool when I get it done. Let's see, month 3. I think that needs, what do you think? On the yellow. Yeah, I got to get this baby book finished. And then hopefully next week after Christmas is over, I can really get into the planner aspect. I've had calendars, but I've never done a planner, but I've been watching Elle. And I'm like, I can do this. I can plan with this and keep my day in there all together. Did you get the kit 5? Hold on, let me look. Downloads. I got the daily, weekly pages, the Sunday start, the full page, and folder pockets is what's showing in my download tab. Yeah, I got that. And I'm going to download the digital of the stickers. I asked Brooke to make it into a digital format. She did. I'm so happy. I like to fussy cut stuff out the way I want to use them. And if I don't have that one, I will go back and download it. It was kind of my Christmas present to myself. Because I love Brooke's artwork. You like the yellow, Angie? I call it fussy cussin'. Fussy cussin'. Because once I start working on it, that's usually what I end up doing. You're welcome, Brooke. As I put glue on my shirt. Sorry if I'm out of frame, ladies, but right now I'm a little bit achy in my shoulder, so I'm not stretching them too far. I want to be able to sleep tonight. You can call it just cutting. Hi, Rhonda. Oh, gosh, Rhonda, I'm sorry. I forgot to message you. For me, dear. I kind of want one of those myself. I keep seeing them online. Merry Christmas. Have fun packing. Can't wait to see a tour of your house. Don't go too, ladies. You take care of yourself, Miss Cheryl. That surgery pain is no fun. I know. I remember it well. But at least the pain from the gallbladder is gone. Hi, Maddie. Let's see. Set that one aside. So that's month 3. I don't know how she'll feel about glitter, but it's just going to get some glitter. Okay. So I'm making a baby book for those that just tuned in. Or just got here, however you want to say it. This is for my friend I work with. Her baby's due in February. She's actually got just 10 weeks left. It's hard to believe. Is Madison with you? If so, hi, Madison. And it's made out of a little golden book encyclopedia book. I'm probably the biggest anti-glitter person in the world, but a little bit of glitter for a girl's book. No, Rhonda. If I was pawning that glitter off, I'd just box it up and send it to you, hon. I just think it'll be cute in this little book. Somehow I printed these out of order too. I don't know how I did that. Maybe I forgot month 4, 9, 8, 7. Oh, there it is. Month 4. Hi, Julia. Oh, I felt 100% better with my gallbladder out. I thought I was having a heart attack. Ooh. Oral surgery. Those, yeah, I don't like those. I had to have a wisdom tooth pulled this year, or last year. Times went so fast, I don't remember which year, but sent me into a major vertigo attack. I really had no fun with it. Yes, clove oil is your friend. My dentist that did mine was not my friend. They wanted like thousands of dollars to put me to sleep, and I couldn't afford that. So
$1,700, wasn't there? $1,900.
it was a couple thousand. Jello pudding, yep. Jello and pudding. Let's see if I see any Safari. Ugh. They don't give pain medicines here. They sent me home with, I think they told me Tylenol, which does no good. Hopefully. Yes, we hope so. I've lost the bag. Anybody else use Ziploc bags to keep stuff separated? Or is it just me? I love this Humpty Dumpty picture. Rockabye baby, those are cute. Yeah, this is only the second thing of graphic 45 paper that I've ever had. I'm way behind. I have one that's got flowers and birds. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, let's put some music paper with that. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, A-A-E-E, 1-1-E, 3-3-2-2-1-1-A. If you play the violin. My daughter played violin when she was younger. And it was the Japanese style of learning that she played. And so everything was done by numbers. And I can't sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star without going into the violin. Music. I'm not seeing what she was talking about. So we're just going to use that. Suzuki method is what it's called. It took me a minute to remember that, but that's what it's called. This paper right here is gorgeous. Okay. I'll glue that down and then I'll cut it out. It's under the tree. Oh, yeah, gallstones. My husband's gallbladder completely died on him inside. He lost like 45 pounds. They kept doing CAT scans, couldn't find anything. Wanted to do another, I can't remember what it was, but the insurance denied it. So he had a doctor's appointment. And he goes, well, we can do two things. We can, thank you, Rhonda. We can order it again and see if they'll pay for it, or we can put him in the hospital and do it in the hospital. I'm like, put him in the hospital. He couldn't even eat a McDonald's cheeseburger without being sick. Yeah, wrong motorcycle company. Yeah, the Suzuki method is really neat. She quit when my mama died. She was trying to learn the song Jesus Loves Me on violin to play for my mom. And she didn't succeed in that because mom died too fast. So she put down the violin and never touched it again. I'm just kind of putting the nursery rhyme songs on there. I think it'll be cool when it's done. I had the feeling well to get everything hurt but oatmeal, and then it hurt. Oh, yeah, he couldn't. I don't know, his wasn't as much pain as it was. He would take a bite of something and then look at me after 2 bites and say, I'm full. I can't eat anymore. And that's not normal for a grown man to eat 2 bites. If you bought a McDonald's cheeseburger, he'd eat this much of it. And I'm just using a McDonald's cheeseburger as an example because, most everybody knows how they are. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Get them in the order that I want them in. My chair keeps groaning. I couldn't eat nothing. I didn't have a problem eating. I had a problem with pain. Oh, the pain was just so unreal. My daughter was 11 months old, and I thought I was having a heart attack all day long. And finally, I told my husband, I said, you woke him up at 1 o'clock. You got to take me to the hospital. Let's see. Yeah. I had a huge gallstone blocking the duct. So they did surgery 1 week later. Oh wow, Carla. Yeah, was your back. I had a lot of back pain. And then just the whole left shoulder was hurting. Of course, I didn't tell him what was wrong with him. I just told him he had to take me to the hospital. And we got there and I told him he was having chest pains. And he looked, "You're just not telling me this?" They told him that his was literally at 1%. So it was essentially dead. Thankfully, mine was the non-invasive surgery where they go through your belly button and everything like that. Oh, wow, Carla. That is some crazy pain, girl. So was the liver damage permanent? Isn't it crazy the things we do in lives and start talking about? Size of a turkey egg. That's just, wow. Mine wasn't so large that things weren't getting by it. It was just getting farther and farther stuck. Oh, I meant to do that one on the bottom. Oh, wow. Four times a year. My husband has to go once every 6 months to, it ends up being more like once a year by the time they get him in, but every 6 months to have him scanned. His liver enzymes seem to run normal, but his liver is damaged. I can use another piece of this pink. And put month 12 on it. I don't want that little sticker in there. I'll peel it off later. Of course, Dan has a lot of different problems too, so he's not only tested for his liver, he's tested for pretty much everything. Excuse me. So has anybody else done any of their Christmas baking? Or I'm sure most everybody has their Christmas tree up by now. We didn't put a Christmas tree up, and it's, in my opinion, too late for me to even start that now. We have some decorations on the front deck. So that will be our Christmas tree. Oh, I forgot to cut that off. Oh, you made candles today. That's cool. I just haven't had the the want, if that makes sense. I'm ready to start baking, but hope it turns out better than the spoon candy did. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do my smile. I'm off all weekend. I go back to work Monday, and I don't go back again until Thursday. So I'm happy. Did you do a video, Maddie? This year has just been so crazy that our family talked about it. I mean, it's gonna be Christmas anyway, because if we really stop and think about it, the Christmas is more about Christ than it is about putting a tree up in my living room and throwing some ornaments on it. Did you do a video on your candles? And maybe I'm crazy in thinking that way, but I think I want to cut some of that off of there, and let's cut it to decorate. It's I don't know, to get the tree up, cleaning up things that I don't really have time to clean up. Chocolate chip banana bread. Oh, that sounds good. Chocolate chip banana bread. I'm going to try to make my mom's applesauce cake. Oh, that sounds fun. I made candles a long time ago with my Girl Scouts, but they were just simple, like, I think we were actually at one even my meeting. It was a group thing, and they were making survivor candles. Yeah, I can't burn the candles because of Dan's lungs. Some of those have some awful, they smell good, but they're not good for you, that's for sure. I love my oils, so that would be fun. Isn't that cute? I'll get it in frame, cat. Get it in frame. Yeah, my mom got, her and my dad were married in July of 1949. And for Christmas that year, if it was my dad or if it was grandparents, cousins, somebody got her. Bye, Angie. Have a good night. Merry Christmas. But inside that book is a recipe for old-fashioned applesauce cake. So I used to make it all the time when I was a kid, and gave it to my brother-in-law's mother. She had Alzheimer's and she loved it. So I'd make it for her. But I'm going to try to make it for myself this year. But I love it. It tastes, have you ever had a Spanish bar cake that tastes like a Spanish bar cake? Here in West Virginia, we have a company called Nichols that makes bread. And they were famous here for their Spanish bar cakes. Sandra, you have as much trouble as I do with the internet. It's awful, isn't it? What kind of oils did you use in them, Maddie? Like the scent that you used? Because I think the wild orange would be amazing smell. It's the area you're in. I sent your envelope out, by the way, Sandra. Hopefully it's gets to you. You made soap. all the spa things. Cool. So I started out in crafting, making sweatshirts. Not like sewing sweatshirts, but I would buy fabric. Did you see it? Mom's Christmas breakfast. Oh, that's funny. Okay, that's cool. My favorite scent, I use doTERRA when I buy them, and my favorite scent that they have is called Wild Orange. It's just so, oh, it smells so good. I'll put it in my laundry sometimes. Need to buy a new bottle of it. Okay. Sugar scrubs. Now, I did have a friend who brought me, she called it a lip sugar scrub. Oh, it was amazing. Wild orange, but my go-to oil for everything, the one I can't seem to live without, is peppermint. I love my peppermint.
You're gonna see what she's doing.
And I always have a bottle of oregano oil near me. The least inkling that I'm feeling sick. Like, peppermint. Not peppermint, but oregano oil. Yes, I use peppermint for my headaches. I use peppermint on my ear every day because it helps keep my ear feeling full. Yeah, I don't remember what she put in the one that I had, Carla, but it was amazing. Yes. I just cut that too short. Yep, okay. Orange and peppermint, your favorites. Lavender can be too strong for me. It will sometimes take my breath. But I have a whole drawer full of oils. I'm like the crazy oil lady here. Thanks for hurting my ear. That just does that, Dan. That's just how I am. Oh, you're allergic. My friend Pam in the at work is allergic to lavender as well. Let's give this a little bit of. Bye, Julia. doTERRA has one called Breathe. Now, if I use very much of that, it's it can take my breath. I haven't figured out what is in it that does it, but and my friend decided she wanted to diffuse the lavender oil, and I told her just a couple drops, just a couple. No, she put like 12 drops in one thing of diffuse in her diffuser. And it's like she woke up and she couldn't breathe. I'm like, well, that's a lot of oil to diffuse right there. Vetrier. I don't know how to say it, but that's how I say it. I think I have some of that in there. Yeah, there's so many good things too. Oils, when they're used properly. Now, some people don't use them properly, but yeah, that's what I said, Carla. I'm like, 12 drops is enough to do you for a month. But she did it. So, why? I found out about him when I started having, it was 6 years ago, I had a vertigo attack that sent me to the hospital. And they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. They just kept saying, it's your inner ear, it's your inner ear. Kept me in the hospital overnight. Was going to have me see a neurologist. And the neurologist came in and said there was nothing wrong with me. That was just an acute vertigo attack. Well, in that 6 years since, I've had multiple attacks. And if you've ever had true vertigo where your room spin, it's a very frightening thing. Because you really don't know if you're upright or what. So a friend of mine gave me some samples and they helped. So it's been now almost 3 years since I've had to have an antibiotic for my ear. And I grew up having ear infections. I use it every day without fail behind my left ear. It works for me. Somebody told me it was just my imagination, but okay, I'll take it if it's my imagination. So this, I need to get a different paper, different color here. We've got 4 more months, no, 5 months to do yet for them. If you'll give me 1 second, I'm going to grab a pack of paper.
Are you going battery?
Yeah. Did you turn the TV off? Read it?
Want me to? Want me to take headphones off?
I don't hear it, so.